Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I record guitar in my studio. Now, I keep getting asked questions in the comments for the videos of what amplifiers I use and then what speakers I use, what microphones I use, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to clear that up today. I have done a video like this before about a year ago, but things have changed a little bit as I've got rid of some amplifiers and got some new amplifiers. And the way that I'm recording is slightly different to the way that I was recording a year ago. Now, I've got a variety of different amps, but today I'm going to explain everything using this Blue Guitar Amp 1. Even though I've got a bunch of guitar cabinets over there that are all mic'd up, I don't really use guitar cabinets anymore to record my guitar in the studio. I've got a variety of different load boxes and attenuators that I use, and to be honest, if I'm in the studio, the one that I use all the time is the Two Notes Torpedo Studio. The Two Notes Torpedo Studio has been about for some time, and I actually think now it's been discontinued. Just in case you don't know what a Two Notes Torpedo Studio is, or any other load box and attenuator, basically what this is a way of using a valve amplifier without a speaker. So you take the speaker out of the valve amplifier and you plug it into the Two Notes Torpedo Studio. That way your valve amp thinks that there's a speaker plugged in, and you can use all of the speaker emulation software that's inside the Two Notes Torpedo. But this unit is such a great way of getting your guitar amps recorded and into your DAW in, say, like a small studio. Now, even if you do have a big studio and you've got space to mic up guitar cabinets, personally, I don't think anything sounds as good as this unit. This video is not sponsored by Two Notes at all. This is completely my own opinion. I bought this Two Notes Torpedo Studio out my own money, so this has not been sponsored at all. Now, I've set up a bunch of different presets on the Two Notes Torpedo Studio, and if you connect the Two Notes Torpedo Studio to your Mac or PC, you can download the editor software, and it looks like this. This is a patch that I use all the time, and it sounds like this. I grew up in the 80s, so anything sort of stereo guitar-wise for me is the ultimate way to go. And the great thing about the Two Notes Torpedo Studio is that you can have two different speaker cabinets mic'd up by two different microphones, and they can be in stereo. So you can have one completely panned over to the left and one completely panned over to the right, like I've got in this patch here. And I'll just explain why I choose these two particular speaker cabinets. If I pan them both in the middle, and let's mute the 4x12. So I've got a 1x12 cabinet. Now this cabinet is where all my clarity comes from. This is a 1x12 tweed style cabinet, and it sounds like this. So it's quite a bright sounding cabinet. Now if I mute that cabinet and go over to the 4x12, this guitar cabinet is where all the body of the sound comes from. So what I like to do with cabinets is to get one that's got a lot of clarity and one that's got a lot of body to it. And then if you put them together, they sound like that. So you've got the clarity just over the top of the body. Now, what I like to do is to pan them completely left and right. And it sounds like that. So you get this really big, wide guitar sound. If I'm layering up guitar parts, I can easily switch between a different cabinet, which gives me separation in the mix. So for instance, I can just click here. Until I get a completely different speaker sound, and that really adds to the separation when you're recording. And I can do the same to this side as well. Which sounds very different to the preset that I've already programmed. So that's how I'm able to record guitar really, really quickly, because I then set up presets. So if I need a variety of different layers of tones, I can switch between those presets. So let's choose a different preset here. And another one. So it really gives me that flexibility to record loads of different guitar tones and not get them being muddy in a mix. Now, the great thing about the Two Notes Torpedo software is that you don't have to go into loads of different menus on the actual hardware unit. I can control it all from the computer from a big screen. So I've got the choice of bringing in different power amp emulations, which, to be honest, I never use. You get a really useful EQ, an exciter and a compressor. Now, if I go back to the preset that I always use, which is this one, as well as using two completely different cabinets, I'm also using two different microphones. So on channel A, which is the Fender amp, I'm using a ribbon mic, and on channel B, I'm using a dynamic mic. So if I want to get a brighter guitar sound, I can click on the ribbon mic and I can use, say, like a large diaphragm condenser, which just gives the guitar tone a little bit more brightness. And I can change this side as well. And let's do the same on this side, but let's give it a different condenser mic. And now if I bring in an overdriven tone, you can hear the differences just by changing the different mic types. And again, all of this just makes it really easy because I don't have to go up to my speaker cabinets and change over microphones and try different speaker combinations. It's just all in the software and it just makes it really quick and easy to use. Anyway, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. I really hope you guys got something out of that. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the bell button, and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul and I'll see you next time. Cheers.